Here's more wrestling news for June 5th, 2021, and your headlines for this afternoon include Chris Jericho no longer under contract with New Japan Pro Wrestling. Daniel Bryan is no longer part of WWE and NJPW talks. Britt Baker gets a totally unexpected gift after her AEW Women's World Title win. Wrestler full-on hit by car whilst walking his dog across the street. Current situation revealed. Brock Lesnar listed as active superstar on WWE website. WWE files for hilarious new trademark. Documentary based on life of WWE legend Chyna dropping this month. WWE's recent hiring brings negative reaction from women in the company, and more. We're starting today with WWE, and for the past 2.5 years, the company's female teams have competed over the Women's Tag Team Championships, first held by Sasha Banks and Bayley at Elimination Chamber 2019. Since then, WWE have struggled to fill out the division, but now is unquestionably the Women's Tag Team division's lowest point, as following this week's cuts, we only have 3 teams left in WWE's entire main roster. With Lana's release ending her team with Naomi and the Riot Squad disbanded following Ruby Riot's departure, the only teams left are the champions Natalya and Tamina, Dana Brooke and Mandy Rose, and Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. Those 6 superstars make up the entire women's tag team division right now, though it's hard to call it a division at this point. Lately, Vince McMahon has been cutting a ton of costs from the company's bottom line, including firing over 60 internal employees to consolidate multiple departments into one division, WWE Media, under the watchful eye of Kevin Dunn. These mass cuts have led to speculation that WWE is gearing up for a sale, but the Wrestling Observer newsletter noted, "The reality is the company had signed up far more talent than it needed until last year trying to keep people from AEW. The mindset is clearly different right now in that regard." In addition to Lana and Ruby Riott being released, WWE cut Billie Kay and Peyton Royce in April after splitting them up last year for no reason. Now WWE can't even reunite the Iconics to fill out the division, and with Chelsea Green, Santana Garrett, and Vanessa Bourne also being cut recently, WWE has far fewer women to make into tag teams. Mia Yim hasn't wrestled a single match in 2021, whilst Sonya Deville has become an authority figure instead of a wrestler, and there's no point in using some of NXT's women's teams to feud with Natalya and Tamina, given that the Gold brand has their own female tag titles. The only solution is for WWE to create more makeshift tag teams to replace the ones we just lost, and perhaps Naomi and Liv Morgan can team together, or Mia Yim can make her long-awaited SmackDown debut by teaming with Carmella. At this point, even Alexa Bliss and Lily could be a tag team, perhaps with the doll possessing the likes of Nikki Cross, and whilst we're not arguing that these teams would make much sense, it's better than the limited number we have now. The only other alternative is for WWE to simply ditch the women's tag team division and the titles, and given that we don't see that happening, new teams need to emerge, and emerge very quickly. Chris Jericho news next, and Le Champion has made a ton of money in recent years when he wrestled for New Japan, but he hasn't competed for them for a while, and now he's officially gone from the company. The Wrestling Observer newsletter reports that Jericho is no longer under a New Japan contract, making his Wrestle Kingdom 14 victory over Hiroshi Tanahashi in January 2020 his last match. Harold Meiji, the president of New Japan, was reportedly against Jericho's deal due to the high cost of bringing him in, and whilst others in the company disagreed, fans shouldn't expect to see Y2J in New Japan until they can recover a bit from the past 15 months. Jericho himself has said that there's plenty of unfinished business in New Japan, as he still hopes to face the likes of Kota Ibushi, Jay White, and others, but that won't happen until a new deal is reached. Over the past few weeks, WWE has been talking to New Japan Pro Wrestling about a working relationship, which would see Vince McMahon's promotion become the exclusive American partner of New Japan. A big part of these talks has been Daniel Bryan, who expressed a desire to work in WWE and other promotions before his contract expired last month, but now the former WWE superstar isn't a factor. That's according to the Wrestling Observer newsletter, who report that the former WWE champion isn't a part of these talks at all anymore. It was also said that New Japan will never agree to a deal unless they feel it'll be extremely beneficial to them, and that this isn't the first time WWE have tried to work with them. The only difference now is that Nick Khan is involved in these talks after joining WWE as its president last year. AEW is apparently not worried about any talks between WWE and New Japan, especially as they had a New Japan contracted wrestler, Lio Rush, at Double or Nothing, and in the meantime, Bryan's status remains a mystery. AEW now, as Britt Baker won the AEW Women's World title at Double or Nothing, and that's not the only reason the Doctor has to celebrate. On Twitter, the new women's champion thanked McDonald's for sending her 1,500 coupons for Big Macs, or Brit Macs as the fast food juggernaut called them, to celebrate her huge championship win. During Dynamite, Baker's celebration teased that Nyla Rose will be the first wrestler to challenge the new champion, and with AEW taping weeks of Dynamites in advance recently, all those Big Macs could come in handy for the hungry crew. We've got some worrying news from Tracy Williams next, as the Ring of Honor wrestler was hit by a car this week. On Twitter, Williams shared a photo of himself in the hospital and explained that he got full-on hit by a car while crossing the road with his dog. The driver went through a red light going around 25 miles per hour, and Williams said he flew for a full second before landing on his back. It's unclear if the driver is currently facing any legal challenge, but Williams added that he's glad his dog is okay, and we're sending our best to Tracy at this painful time. Raw news now, as during this week's show, both Kofi Kingston and Drew McIntyre referenced Brock Lesnar, once again fueling speculation that the Beast is coming back. Since his departure after WrestleMania 36, it had been expected that Lesnar would return when the fans do, and recently, Paul Heyman teased that his client will return in time for WWE's 25-city tour that starts next month. Now, WWE have given perhaps the biggest sign of Brock's return, as on WWE.com, the former Universal Champion has been moved back to the list of active superstars. Interestingly, Brock is listed as a Raw superstar despite Heyman being on SmackDown, but it's entirely possible that the special counsel for Roman Reigns could do double duty. With WWE Champion Bobby Lashley being vocal about wanting a match with Lesnar for years, and with the Beast now listed as an active superstar and WWE preparing for the return of fans, the almighty champion may soon be getting his wish. This week's Raw saw WWE tease Lesnar's return, but it also saw John Morrison debut the Dripstick, a handheld water cannon, and now the Dripstick is sticking around. Heel by Nature reports that WWE has filed a new trademark with the US Patent Office for the Dripstick name, so fans can expect to see more of Johnny Drip Drip and his Dripstick going forward. In the Attitude Era, WWE Hall of Famer Chyna broke new ground for women in wrestling, and now Her Incredible Life will be aired as a documentary. That's according to comicbook.com, who report that a new doc from Vice TV named Vice Versa, Chyna, will premiere on June 17th, and we imagine it'll be a must-watch for any fan of the ninth wonder of the world. And we're ending with WWE, who, for all their talk of budget cuts, recently hired Jamie Horowitz, a decision that hasn't gone down well with many people. Not only is hiring Horowitz as the new Executive Vice President of Development and Digital seen as tactless given the recent releases, but Horowitz joins WWE with several allegations of harassment to his name. As explained in the Wrestling Observer newsletter, these claims, which saw Horowitz fired by Fox Sports 4 years ago, have made many female employees, including superstars, uncomfortable. The Horowitz hiring led to at least some ire from women working in WWE when finding out his background based on his 2017 firing by Fox Sports after allegations of sexual harassment in the workplace on the sports side. In the LA Times report at the time of Horowitz's Fox firing, it was reported that prominent on-air personalities and producers complained about his behavior to female employees. Horowitz has only just joined WWE, but he's already dealing with a bad reputation, and we'll have to see how the company's latest hiring does, especially as some people are already concerned by working with him. Well guys, that's our news for today. Please share your comments below. Also hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon to receive all notifications. And as always, thanks for watching.